130, Lomasa said, O son of Bharatas' race, if mortals breathe their last at this spot, they go to heaven. O king, thousands upon thousands of men come to this place to die. A blessing was pronounced on this spot by Daksha when he was engaged in sacrifice here in these words. Those men that shall die at this spot shall win a place in heaven. Here is the beautiful and sacred river Saraswati, full of water. And here, O Lord of men, is the spot as Vinasana, or the place where the Saraswati disappeared. Here is the gate of the kingdom of the Nishadas, and it is from hatred for them that the Saraswati entered into the earth, in order that the Nishadas might not see her. Here too is the sacred region of Chama, Shodbheda, where the Saraswati once more became visible to them. And here she is joined by other sacred rivers running seawards. O conqueror of foes, here is the sacred spot known by the name of Sindhu, where Lopamudra accepted the great sage Agastya as her lord. O thou whose effulgence is like unto that of the sun, here is the sacred Tirtha called Prabhasa, the favored spot of Indra, and which removeth all sins. Yonder is visible the region of Vishnupada, and here is the delightful and sacred river Vipasa. From grief for the death of his sons, the great sage Vasishtha had thrown himself into this stream after binding his limbs, and when he rose from the water, lo, he was unfettered. Look, O king, with thy brothers at the sacred region of Kashmira, frequented by holy sages. Here, Ocean of Bharatas' race, is the spot where a conference took place between Agni and the sage Kasyapa, and also between Nahusha's sons and the sages of the north. And O great prince, yonder is the gate of the Manasa Sarovara. In the midst of this mountain a gap hath opened by Rama, and here, O prince of prowess, incapable of being baffled, is the well-known region of Vatikanda, which although adjacent to the gate of Videha, lieth on the north of it. And O bull among men, there is another very remarkable thing connected with this place, namely that on the waning of every yuga, the god Shiva, having the power to assume any shape at will, may be seen with Uma and his followers. In yonder lake also, people desirous of securing welfare to the family propitiate with sacrifices the holder of the great vow Pinaka in the month of Chaitra, and persons of devotion having passions under control, performing their ablutions in this lake, become free from sins and without doubt attain to the holy regions. Here is the sacred Tirtha called Ujjanaka, where the holy sage Vasishtha with his wife Arundhati and also the sage Yavakri obtained tranquility. Yonder is the lake Kausava, where grow the lotuses called Kausasaya, and here also is the sacred hermitage of Rukmini, where she attained peace after conquering that evil passion, anger. I think, O prince, that thou hast heard something about that man of meditations, Vigutunga. There, O king, before thee is that lofty peak, and O foremost of kings, yonder is Vitastha, the sacred stream that absolveth men from all sins. The water of this stream is extremely cool and limpid, and it is largely used by the great sages. O prince, behold the holy rivers Jala and Upajala on either side of the Yamuna. By performing a sacrifice here, King Usinara surpassed in greatness Indra himself. And O descendant of Bharata, desirous of testing Usinara's merit and also of bestowing boons on him, Indra and Agni presented themselves at this sacrificial ground, and Indra, assuming the shape of a hawk, and Agni that of a pigeon, came on to the king, and the pigeon, in fear of the hawk, fell upon the king's thigh, seeking his protection. Thus endeth the section 130 in the Tirtha-yatra Parva of the Vana Parva.